Hi, I'm Linda from paperboutiquewithlinda.com. I ordered the Anna Griffin Minc 6-inch foil and glitter machine with accessories from HSN, and I could not wait to do a video to show you the kit. The item number is 410771, and it's still available on HSN for $99, but I was lucky enough to get mine as part of the today's special for $79.99. The first part of this video, I'm just going to show you some of the things I foiled and talk about tips. In the second part, after we pause, I'll go ahead and actually show you how the machine works. But I want to tell you what you get with this. This has just a very small footprint, and it's very, very light, the machine. And it also comes with, let me just move this out of the way here. It also comes with foil, and there's tons of beautiful foil, and let me just move some of this out of the way. A beautiful silver, a green, kind of a rose gold, a pink, also a gold, and it also comes with 4 glitter sheets and some toner sheets. Now for my first video, I'm just going to concentrate on the regular foil sheets because I had a few challenges, so we'll concentrate on the glitter in a different video. But this is just a few of the accessories that it comes with. It comes with over 130 die cut embellishments, and some that Anna has actually cut from her using her dies and the toner paper. So I'll give you an example on a few of those in just a moment. You also get directions with the kit on how to get started and a direction manual. The other thing I ordered in addition to her kit was her classic white cards. On TV, Anna recommended that you go with these because most of the die cuts are white. So I did purchase the set, and they're beautiful, and they're a really heavy-duty, nice card. Well, let me show you a card that I made using her dies. And I will be honest, I did have a little bit of a problem using some of the foiling, and part of it may be due to my expectations. I purchased the kit, and this is my expectation. This is from one of Anna's other kits. I wanted foil coverage that was pretty flawless, so my expectations were pretty high. So I just wanted to say that before I show you some of the challenges. I made this card, and this was the first thing I made before I learned a little bit more about it. And this is one of the dies that I foiled, and I'm going to move that around so you can see the pink. And this is a rose gold. I'm not sure if you can see it in the video, but there's a number of places, like right here and here and over here, where the foil did not adhere. And I learned a few tricks in the meantime, or not in the meantime, after I did this card, and I want to share those with you. I'm just gonna, and if you were to look at this card not close up and just like in daylight, I doubt that you would see the imperfections. But I looked at the cards on Anna's blog and a bunch of other people's blog that use this foiling machine, and they had a number of black spots as well. So it wasn't the perfect coverage that I had hoped for. But let me show you some of the things I learned, and then I'll show you the machine. I'm going to bring these in, and then we'll just talk about them in just a moment. When I first started, I tried to use the machine like on a 3, and I'm not sure if you can see this, but there's quite a bit of black showing when I tilt that. And just running the more intricate ones through on a setting of 3 did not seem to work, and that's what the directions said. So then I went to this one, and there's, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a lot of black. Like I said, if you were just looking at it in regular light, you probably wouldn't notice it. And then the same on this one. Both of these I ran through on 3. This one I tried running through on a 4 and still got a lot of, I'm thinking you can see that, a lot of black. So I tried a few variations and I came up with what I think is the very best settings. If you are going to do foiling with something that is wider like this, go ahead and set it. I recommend that you try setting it on 3, run it through once and then double check and then run it through again. All of these were done just going through, setting it on 3 and going through once. So if it's a wider one like this, I found that the setting of 3 worked perfectly. However, if you get into the more intricate ones like this, a setting of 3 or 4 didn't work. So I finally found the perfect setting for an intricate one, and there is no black on this. And this is a pretty difficult one to foil. What I did for this is I went ahead and put it on a 3, and then I ran it through twice. So that was kind of the key to success on that. And Anna included some of her dies that were cut out of the toner paper. And on this particular one, I did it a 3 and I ran it through once, and I don't know if you can see, I'm going to use this. There's a lot of black. So when you're using a thicker one like this, I recommend that you do a 3 and go through twice, and that seemed to work. It's still not perfect, but it worked a lot better. So that's just something. The other thing I do want to mention about the kit before I pause and we do a demonstration or about the machine is I have to admit I'm not crazy about all of the white. I think it's just too much. I like the look on a beige or a colored cardstock, but the white just seems a little stark to me. Although it's beautiful, it just seems a little stark. Well, I'm going to go ahead and pause, and then I'll set up the machine and I'll show you how it works. Well, I went ahead and preheated the machine for about 5 minutes. It normally doesn't take that long to preheat, but I like to get it really warm. I want to point out a couple of things before I show you. If you're feeding the material in, it's very important to get it in straight. If you get it in crooked and it jams, there is a lever back here that you can push to get it out. But let me share with you something that happened. When I did that, using the small carrier sheet, even though I backed it out, it warped my carrier sheet, and I'm not sure you can see that. I ran the carrier sheet, it warped it severely. I ran it through a couple of times, just the sheet, to try to get the wrinkles out, and I'm afraid it's ruined. So my recommendation is that you be very careful that you get it in straight. You can also use, if this happens to you, I haven't tried it yet, but I've been reading about it, you can use a sheet of copy paper and just make your own carrier sheet. Plus, the machine comes with 2 additional ones. The other point I wanted to make that's really, I think, a very important point, let me move this out of the way. When you get like the glitters and the foils, they come with this sticky material here. If you leave this and try to pull out the foil sheets, they're so fragile that they will stick to this and be ruined. So what I recommend you do is just go ahead and totally cut that off. And then you can see here, you've just got an opening. What I also like to do is store my extra sheets right in this carrier sheet. And this carrier sheet did come with the machine, and it is also warped a little bit just from the packaging. I think it'll be okay. The other thing that I learned with the machine is it does a better job if you place your images in the center. I know that some of you have tried doing it all the way to the top, but I have just had better coverage if it's in the center. You want to make sure everything that you're doing is covered with the foil or the glitter sheet. And I'm just going to put this in. Now, this is an example of one that should be okay doing it on a 3, but I'm going to double check it after it goes through And it takes about 10 seconds. And once again, I'm looking to get it very centered. You're going to push it in until the rollers take it, and you can actually feel the rollers going through. While it's doing that, I'm just going to show you this again. I'm not sure that I was able to you were able to really see the black spots, and I thought I'd try one last time, and I'll turn it this way so you can see some of the black. Overall, I would give the machine, if I were doing an A to F review, I would give it a B. I think that the more I work with it, the more I'm learning, and I think that ultimately I will be able to get beautiful results like this each and every time. Now, what I like to do is just, I think it's all the way out. I'll just pull this out and I'll bring it to the front. I let it cool for just a couple of seconds, and I've read in other blogs where people will burnish it with their finger or with a popsicle stick or a burnisher, and I seem to get the same results no matter what I did. So I think the best advice is, if it isn't working on a 3, to run it through again. And this is what I'll do. I'll pick it up and I'll just really, and there's lots of static. I'll try to keep it in place, and I'll look and see if I've got pretty good coverage, and I do. And this one turned out absolutely perfect. So I think it's just gonna take, I'll show you, whoops, I'm out of frame here. It's just going to take a little bit of practice, I think, to get it perfect. And I'm going to experiment more with the larger sheets and the glitter, and I'm also going to try some of the toner and do a second video. But that one's just spot on. Well, I would like to thank you for watching, and please visit me at www.paperboutiquewithlynda.com for more projects and ideas. Bye-bye.